going on YouTube? It's your boy QKG, and we're back with another review today, and it's been a minute because I know it's been like 2-3 months, but nonetheless, we're back with some more Switch content. So, today, we're looking at a game that caught me by surprise. I was coming onto the Switch, and I have plenty of games like Breath of the Wild, 2K18, and Splatoon, of course, and I'm going to get to all those games further down the line, but today we're going to be reviewing a game I've actually played last year, which is that Doom, boy. Doom! I was really shocked when I heard the news that the Nintendo platform was getting a very violent and brutal game coming to their new handheld hybrid console. I was shocked, and I instantly was like, here, take my money, fam. Even though I've beaten the game, Doom is actually one of the titles that I played in 2016 that was literally one of my favorites all the way down just because the game was just pure fun. And also, this game is going to be a little different because the Nintendo Switch's hardware is completely different from a PC or a console. It's going to have an adaptive resolution, so instead of it being, locked 720p or 1080p, it'll be anywhere from 720p to 4 or 540p at any point because it's adaptive resolution. And it's going to run at 30 FPS pretty much the entire time. Now, through my playthrough, I had maybe a few frame drops here and there, but it wasn't anything to the point where it was just constantly going on. It really happened like every once in a while. So we're going to go ahead and get into just a quick preview of what this game is and how it feels on the Switch. And I gotta honestly say, Doom feels like Doom, man. Like, everything, it's the full game. The only thing I think this version doesn't have is a snap map mode, which honestly, I didn't really use that mode, but if you're one of the creative people, like if you come from, the Halo Forge days or anything like that, you would love to make your own levels. But when it comes to what they kind of did to compensate for that, they added in an arcade mode. Now, I honestly did not follow Doom after like the first few months of launch, so when they did like this whole revamped multiplayer, when I came back to it on the Switch, I was like, yo, this, even though they it's kind of the same, but they just revamped it in a way to like how you level up. They added in a bunch more guns, and we actually got all the DLC, the multiplayer DLC, so it's not like we had to go in and buy additional things. So that's actually why this game was definitely worth the $60, because you got all the DLC included. So that was actually a huge plus in my opinion. And also Doom, not only that, like I said, it feels just like Doom. I mean, everything down to the controls. Now, when I first heard that it was 30 FPS, I was thinking, like, this may not feel the same. But since I haven't, of course, played Doom in some time, and then also I kind of know what 60 FPS feels like. But even though it was on 30 FPS, it still felt good. It's still a very playable game. I did not have the expectation that this game would be at 60 FPS. Maybe that's why I'm just, like, I've really been enjoying the game a lot. Because there have been some backlash from fans saying, oh, if it's not 60 FPS, I ain't getting it. But it's like, it's on the Switch, fam. It's on the Switch. I'm not trying to say the Switch is just, just completely underpowered, but fam, it's a damn tablet, bro. Like, you shouldn't even really be able to actually, like, get those type of expectations. Like, some games will be 60 FPS, like Rocket League is 60 FPS, and Splatoon is 60 FPS. So, but it's not really that much going on the screen with Splatoon, so I can understand stuff like that. So when it comes to those type of games, and when it comes to just the overall performance of Doom, no, it's not going to be, the actual console version, or it's not going to be, on par running at 60 FPS at a high resolution scale, but it's still Doom. It still feels good. And I honestly have to say, Panic Button did a really good job actually porting this game over. Screw whatever them haters said, bro. Screw it, because you guys did. You actually ported Doom onto the Switch. This is what they should be getting. I haven't had that game crash. I have not lagged out. The servers are clean. The game is clean. I mean, yeah, I've had frame drops here and there wherever there's like a lot of shit going on. But it was never to the point where I was just like, oh, screw this, man. Like, it was never at that point. Like, it would happen, because I kind of understand why it would happen, but at the same time, it still felt like Doom. It was still a crisp experience on the Switch. And it's actually, I actually play it more on the Switch than I do PC, which is actually kind of funny. Now, I'm going to get into a few things I didn't like with the Switch version, and the only thing is, of course, Snap Map not being on there, mainly because I didn't care for it as much, but I did dabble with it, and I kind of wanted to see if people were going to create some more maps on that version. But when I kind of understood that the actual Switch cartridges that you can actually find, like these little guys right here, they run on a very limited data. So when games nowadays are at like, you know, like 50 gigs or something like that, like even the PC version of GTA was like around 80 something. It was scary. But when you see stuff like that and then you hear about like a 16 gigabyte, a 13 gigabyte like cartridge, you're like, yeah, that's a lot of compression that they're gonna have to do. So that was understandable in that point, but at the same time, I kind of wish it was in there. And then arcade mode, I'm not really a big fan of it. I really don't care too much for it. It's pretty fun. It is. To see some score pop up, but for the most part, I enjoy the campaign more than I actually enjoy the actual arcade mode. And to be 100% with you guys, mainly because I played Doom and I really enjoyed the game, and playing the Switch version, that was literally the only thing that I did not like, was literally the arcade mode. I didn't really care too much for it. It's not even like any of these things are game breaking, so that's why I'm like, it was really hard thinking of stuff that I did not like. But for the most part, Doom on Switch, fantastic experience. I can't wait for Wolfenstein 2 to come out. I will definitely be putting in mad hours in that game too. I purposely did not get it on PC just because I want to play it on the Switch. And I hope more third-party games like multiplats come on the Switch. You know how they come with PC, Xbox One, PS4, so I can actually have them on the go and actually just have that nice experience. I will actually keep getting them on the Switch. 2K18 is probably one of my favorite games right now, especially next to Breath of the Wild. So the Switch, Nintendo, y'all doing work, fam. Y'all here doing work. To wrap up this quick review and this quick overall process of my thoughts and whatever else was going on through my head while playing this Switch version, is that I highly recommend you guys actually pick up Doom for the Nintendo Switch. It's a wonderful experience. All the blood, guts, spitting ass is actually in this game. It's just a crisp experience. Now, if you're one of those people who are just like, I want this game to be at 4K, 60 FPS. If you want that, get either the PS4 version or, well, 4K. If you want 4K, get the PC version. But if you want 4K, shit, get the Xbox X or Xbox Scorpio and PS4 Pro. Get that version if you want the beefier version. But if you want one that's on the go, to where you can play that boy anywhere you want to go. You all had them moments when you just somewhere you don't want to be, and you're like, dang, Angry Birds ain't doing it. Who plays Angry Birds, bro? But you've all had that. It is always a good experience to play games portable. So I highly recommend Doom on the Nintendo Switch, and at full price, everything. Definitely recommend it. So, I mean, I'll even do some quick feedback. Like, would you guys want to see the next review be on 2K18, or would you like to see it be on Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which this game is straight fire, son. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed this video. This is your boy QKG. Peace out.